Yeah, you know who else believed that kids don't, or perhaps shouldn't, need much? Christopher Schultz. I'm sure that his name doesn't sound familiar to you, why would it? But let me tell you what Chris did on July 9th of this year. He and his wife and his 3 kids, ages 2, 5, and 9, lived in Tucson, Arizona. And on July 9th, Chris took his 2-year-old daughter grocery shopping with him. How cute, father-daughter grocery trip, right? And Chris, according to his wife and children, is a man of routine. And an important part of his routine was having peace and quiet while he put the groceries away. So, again, according to his immediate family, he would arrive home from the store, park the car, and make his children stay in the car. Yes, he would leave the AC on, but sometimes he'd forget the kids were in there, and the AC in that kind of car only goes for 30 minutes, and then it automatically shuts off. So I'm assuming when he left the 5-year-old and the 9-year-old in the car, they were able to undo their car seats and get themselves out of the car. But a 2-year-old doesn't have that dexterity. And on this July day, she was in the car all by herself. And after Chris put away the groceries, he thought, wow, it's so quiet. I'm gonna have some gaming time. He seemed to have forgotten that he'd parked his car outside in the midday Arizona sun. He didn't recognize or perhaps care that he hadn't heard a peep from his toddler daughter in like 3 hours. And while the 2 older kids were home and knew that he did this, obviously, I'm sure he'd told them not to bother daddy while he's gaming. Chris didn't think about his toddler daughter until his wife came home and said, "Where the fuck is our youngest kid?" Then they found their unconscious daughter in the car, which was 109 degrees. After their daughter was rushed to the hospital, Chris's wife texted him, "I told you to stop leaving them in the car. How many times have I told you?" Their daughter died later that day. It's just a fact that not everyone should have kids. And no, I'm not saying that as a parent I would allow my child to cook to death while I played games, but if you think everyone should have kids, this is going to happen more and more and more. The world is not lollipops and rainbows, and oftentimes parents are the villains.